3.5 billion people. Pause for a second and think about what that number actually means. That is almost half of every single human being alive on Earth today. Half. And every single one of them stopped whatever they were doing. They left work early. They canceled dates. They skipped funerals. They drove hours to find a bar with a television, just to watch the same thing at the same time. Not a royal wedding, not a presidential speech, not a natural disaster, a football match. In 2014, a prison in the Philippines. Let convicted criminals watch it on a projector in the yard, because the prison guards knew something very important. If they did not let those inmates watch that game, there would be a riot. Think about that. Football was more important than prison security. In 2022, a hospital in Argentina reported that the number of heart attacks spiked during penalty shootouts. Real heart attacks, real people, because of a football match. And here is the thing that nobody ever tells you about the World Cup. It is not about football. It was never about football. By the end of this video, you are going to understand something that 3.5 billion people already know. Something that turns grown men into children. Something that makes strangers hug each other in the street. Something that stops wars and starts them. And once you understand it, you will never look at a football pitch the same way again. This is the FIFA World Cup, and this is everything you need to know. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine every single country on Earth, every flag, every language, every culture, every people. Now imagine each of those countries' picks. Their 23 absolute best football players. Their fastest, their strongest, their most talented. The best players that country has produced in a generation. Now imagine all of those countries flying to the same place, at the same time, to settle one single question. Who is the best football nation on planet Earth? No shortcuts, no politics, no judges giving scores. Just football, just results, just one winner. That is the World Cup. It happens once every 4 years, which means players sometimes get only 1 or 2 chances in their entire career to win it. Some of the greatest players who ever lived retired without ever winning it. And they said it was the biggest regret of their life. One trophy, one champion, every 4 years. The Super Bowl decides the best team in American football. The World Series decides the best team in baseball. The World Cup decides the best football nation on the entire planet Earth. And unlike those competitions which are mostly watched in one country, the World Cup is watched everywhere. In mud huts in Africa, in apartments in Tokyo, in favelas in Brazil, in living rooms in Ohio. Everyone, everywhere, at the same time. That is what makes this different from every other sporting event in human history. Here is something that will blow your mind. The first ever World Cup almost did not happen. It was 1930. There was a new brand idea. FIFA, the organization that runs world football, invited countries to come to Uruguay in South America to compete in the very first World Cup. Many countries disagree with it. Europe said the boat ride was too long. Some countries could not afford it. Only 13 teams showed up. 13 teams. No television. No internet. No live stream. Most people on Earth had no idea it was even happening. Uruguay won that first tournament. On home soil. In front of their own fans. And the entire country got a public holiday the next day to celebrate. Fast forward to 2026. 48 nations. 3 countries hosting together. Matches in 16 cities across the United States, Canada, and Mexico. Stadiums holding over 90,000 people. A global television audience of billions. Prize money in the hundreds of millions of dollars. From 13 teams who almost did not show up, to the biggest sporting event in human history. Okay, this is the part where most beginners get lost. So I am going to make this so simple that a 10-year-old could understand it. The World Cup has 2 completely different stages, and each one has its own drama. Stage 1 is called the group stage. Here's how it works. The 48 teams are split into 12 groups. Each group has 4 teams. Every team plays every other team in their group once. If you win a game, you get 3 points. If you draw, which means the game ends in a tie, you both get 1 point. If you lose, you get 0 points. After all the group games are done, the top 2 teams from each group move forward to the next round. The other 2 teams in each group go home. Tournament over. Flights booked. Tears on the pitch. This is where you get the moments that break the internet. This is where a tiny country nobody expected to do anything beats a football superpower. This is where a team that everyone said was guaranteed to go through gets eliminated on the last Day of the group stage because of a goal, scored in another match, happening at exactly the same time. The group stage is chaos, and it is beautiful. Then comes stage 2, the knockout rounds. And this is where football becomes something else entirely. It is simple elimination from here. You lose one game, and you are done. No second chances, no coming back. One bad afternoon, and your World Cup is over. The 32 teams that make it out of it. Groups get cut to 16, then 8. That is the quarterfinals. Then 4. That is the semifinals. And then 2 teams are left standing. They meet in one game. The final. Winner takes everything. Loser goes home with nothing but a runners-up medal they probably do not even want. But here is the part that makes grown men physically shake. If the final is tied after 90 minutes, the game goes to extra time, 30 more minutes. And if it is still tied after that, the entire tournament comes down to something called a penalty shootout. 5 players from each team, one-on-one with the goalkeeper, 1 kick each. That is it. That is how you win or lose a World Cup. No team tactics, no formations, just 1 player, 1 ball, 1 goalkeeper, and millions of people watching with their hands over their faces. People have described penalty shootouts as the closest thing to a panic attack you can experience while sitting on a sofa, and I believe every single word of that. Before I let you go, I want to give you something practical. Here are the words you are going to hear over and over during this World Cup. Nil. This means 0. When someone says a team won 2-0, they mean 2-0. Clean sheet. When a goalkeeper does not let in a single goal during a match, the goalkeeper kept a clean sheet. Think of it like a shutout in baseball. Hat trick. When one player scores 3 goals in the same game. It is rare. It is electric. The crowd goes absolutely insane. Offside. This is the rule that causes more arguments than anything else in football. Simply put, if an attacking player is closer to the goal than the last defender, when the ball is passed to them, they are offside. The goal does not count. Fans will spend hours arguing about this. Just nod along. VAR stands for Video Assistant Referee, a video review system that checks goals and fouls using camera replays. Everyone in football complains about it. It still exists. It will never go away. Stoppage time. At the end of each half, the referee adds extra minutes for time wasted during the game. You might hear someone say 5 minutes of stoppage time. That means 5 extra minutes have been added. The most dramatic goals in World Cup history have been scored in stoppage time. And finally, the beautiful game. This is what people call football. Not because it is always pretty, but because at its absolute best, when everything clicks and a team is playing perfectly, there is genuinely nothing more beautiful to watch in all of sport. You came into this video not knowing what the World Cup was. You are leaving it knowing something that took most football fans years to fully understand. You know what it is. You know where it came from. You know how it works. You know who to watch. And you know why half the planet loses their minds over it every 4 years. But here's the truth. No video, no article, no explanation will ever fully prepare you for the feeling of watching a World Cup match live for the first time, when the stakes are real and the crowd is roaring and someone scores in the final minute. You have to feel that yourself. And in 2026, you have that chance. We are going to be here for every single moment of this tournament. Every match, every shock result, every breakdown, every prediction, all explained simply for people exactly like you. So hit subscribe right now, because tomorrow we are breaking down every team at the 2026 World Cup and telling you exactly who to root for. You do not want to miss that one. The World Cup is here. Welcome to the beautiful game.